What's up guys, this is Yasser. Welcome back to my channel. You're watching Yasser's Fit Frag, and today I'm going to talk about some more samples from Inspired Aroma. So if you haven't watched my first two series on Inspired Aroma, you can watch those using the link that I will be giving in the video description area. So I've spoken about 6 different perfumes in the first and second part. Now in the third part, I would be speaking about 4 different perfumes, and all of these 4 are pure perfume concentration, guys, which means the percentage of oil used in it is between 45 to 48%, which is like a heavy concentrated perfume. And all of these come in 50 ml if you want to buy a full bottle, and they cost around 3,500 to 4,000. The previous series of first and second part were extra 80 perfume concentration, which costs about 2.5 for a 50 ml. Now the 4 that I'm going to talk today are pure perfume concentration. One of them is going to be a women's scent. So let's start with that one first. That's at number 4, and that is called Osmanthus Herb. Now this is the 2 ml perfume, which is given as a sample. So there is no name written in this. So it is actually Osmanthus Herb, which is basically a women's scent. So it has a very smooth and sexy floral blend. The top notes are Osmanthus Herb, just like the name. And then you get some wildflowers and some hidden Bulgarian rose. In the mid you get mild jasmine and iris note, and in the base you get amber and white musk. So the overall blending smells like a mixture of Bulgari, Omnia Amethyst and Armani Sea. Now this is what I can personally sense. I'm not sure if you would also feel the same, because I'm not trying to say that it's a clone of these two, but somewhere I get reminders of Armani Sea and Bulgari Omnia Amethyst. So it seems to be a blend of two. Quality wise, there is no doubt it is done really nice, but I wouldn't say it's a mind-blowing scent. Any women wears this, you will find that women so sexy. It is nothing of that sort, but it is definitely nice. A smooth and sexy evening type of scent which any women can carry it off. It seems to be very versatile to me, but I wouldn't really suggest that they wear it in the high summers during the daytime. It's more of an evening kind of scent in my opinion. So that was Osmanthus Herb, a women's scent from Inspired Aroma. So coming to the performance, it easily projects 2 to 3 hours for about 2 feet if you're indoors, and it easily lasted about 12 hours when I tested it at home. So that was Osmanthus Herb at number 4. Now coming in at number 3 is Dark Night. Now this is also a 2 ml sample, pure perfume concentration. This is more of a boozy kind of scent. In case you like boozy type of scents like Pure Malt or Bentley Intense, this is something that you can try. Now the boozy note here is because of the rum note which is used. In the mid you get a little bit of coffee and lavender, and then in the base there is amber, woody and musk note. Now to put it in simple, it smells more like a plum cake which has that rum added in it, or maybe it can even smell like butterscotch ice cream with some pistachio, vanilla and rum syrup added to it. Now that's what I get from this when I smell it. So in case you like boozy kind of scents, I'm sure you would like this one. For me, it did not blow my mind because I'm not usually into the boozy kind of scents. I personally do not like Bentley Intense as well. It is not bad, but it doesn't blow my mind. But I prefer Pure Malt over all the boozy scents that I've smelled. So this is something of a boozy note, but rum note is not something that I usually go for. So in case you like that rum note with that creamy butterscotch ice cream with rum note with some vanilla, then this is something that you can try. In case you are in doubt, you can obviously go for the 2 ml sample, test it out and then decide if you want to go for the large bottle or not. So that was at number 3. Coming to the performance, it projects about 2 hours and it lasted about 12 to 14 hours. No trouble with the performance again. So that was Dark Night at number 3, and coming to number 2 is Safran Leather. Now just like the name, this is a leather based fragrance. For all those who like leather based fragrance, a good quality leather based fragrance, this is something you must try. In case you have been trying for Layukwam from Rasasi, then this is definitely a must try, because Layukwam is not something that you get in India easily. In case you have already bought this, well and good, but in case you're still trying to get your hands on Layukwam, then I would definitely suggest Safran Leather from Inspired Aroma. Obviously it does not have the raspberry note which Layukwam has, but it instead has a beautiful orange peel note along with a hint of saffron. The saffron is not very evident to me. Now to my nose I get more of the orange peel along with the smooth leather. So that's what I get in the opening, and then in the base I get some patchouli and woody note. But the leather is very smooth, it is very easy to wear. If I have to compare Layukwam and Safran Leather, Layukwam is something that I usually wear 1 hour before I reach the occasion, because the initial is a little rough. Not many people like it in the first 1 hour. That's a reason. From my experience, I have seen that after 1 hour it gets very smooth with that raspberry note. So I usually wear it 1 hour before I reach the destination where I am planning to wear this one. But I don't see that problem in Safran Leather, because the leather is even smoother than Layukwam. Now if you compare all these three, including Tom Ford Tuscan Leather is even more rough, it is even more potent. Not many people like it. It is a very daring fragrance. Layukwam is slightly better than that because of the raspberry note, but I still wear it 1 hour before. Now when it comes to this one, I don't see that problem at all. You can simply wear it immediately, even 5 minutes before you plan to wear for that occasion, because it is done very smooth, very pleasing. When I wore this to office for the first time, one of my male colleague immediately asked me, "Are you wearing any of the Inspired Aroma?" And I was a little surprised because it was the first time I wore it. I said, "You guessed it right, but how did you guess?" He said, "This kind of quality has to be Inspired Aroma other than Ajmal," because he knows most of the Ajmal collections that I have, because he also joins me when I go to the Ajmal store. He also has a lot of Ajmal collections. So he knew it wasn't Ajmal. So if it is not Ajmal, then it has to be Inspired Aroma. So that's what he ideally meant. So he also agreed that the quality is really nice. It is very smooth, very appealing to the nose, especially in the sillage. So performance wise, I easily get about 2 to 3 hours of projection with 2 feet distance, and I got a longevity of 13 to 15 hours easily. So there was no trouble with the performance as well. It's just that it is not too loud on the face. Even in the beginning, it is very smooth, easy to wear kind of leather based fragrance. If I did not have Layukwam from Rasasi, I would have definitely gone for the full bottle of Safran Leather. So in case you do not have the option to buy Rasasi Layukwam, you can definitely try this out. Again, you can simply go for the 2 ml sample. If you are in doubt, then test it yourself. If you like it, you can go for the full bottle. Now coming to the last one, this is very interesting, guys. It is another oud based fragrance, and that is none other than glazed oud. Now look at the packaging, guys. It is done very elegant. I'm not saying the materials used in it are expensive type, but the presentation is done very elegant, very neat at the same time. So it also has this Dior Sauvage kind of bottle shape with that magnetic cap. Overall, it is done very nice. This is yet another oud based fragrance from Inspired Aroma. So I have also done Oud Rose from Inspired Aroma in part 2. You can watch that. You have to watch that because it gave me 7 compliments in the first wear to office. Glazed Oud gave me 4 compliments in the first wear to office. Now both of these are not office scents in my opinion, but that's the only place I can test the fragrance, because all the positive and negative feedback I get is from my colleagues usually, because it's been 7 years I'm working in the same office, so they are always open to me because of that long-term relationship that I have with them. So I always test my fragrances for people's opinion when I wear it to office. Obviously my other friends and relatives also gives me feedback, but office is something that I visit 5 times a week, so it's easy to get response from them. So the top notes in glazed oud is oud and a hint of lychee note, which I get. In the mid there is some hidden dry rose, which I think not many would sense it, but I do get that dry rosy note. And in the base you would get some creamy vanilla and tonka bean. Now the tonka bean is so creamy, it is done so very smooth along with that vanilla note. The overall blend is super smooth. Now when I wore this to office, in the first hour I got 3 compliments. One of them said, "You smell so edible like butter cookies." And it was sounding a little funny, but I had to accept that in a positive way. Another female who just passed by me, she said, "Oh wow, what fragrance is this? It smells like a mix of flower petals dipped in butter." So that's the explanation she gave, and I laughed out because I was surprised the way she explained it. And I'm sure both these comments, they were trying to relate it to that creamy tonka bean and vanilla that this one has, because it obviously gives that creamy buttery kind of feel because of the quality of notes used in it. And the 4th compliment was in the 3rd hour. So even in the 3rd hour it was projecting really nice. So overall performance was really good. I was getting about 2 to 3 feet of projection in the first 2 to 3 hours, and I got an overall longevity of 12 to 14 hours, which is absolutely mind-blowing. Glazed oud is not something that I would recommend that you wear it directly when you are exposed to sunlight. It would not smell that appealing, so restrict it to using only during the evening times when the weather is cool, or if you are going to an occasion which you know that has air conditions set up, because that's the right place to wear this. Or in the winters, which is below 18 degrees Celsius, this is something that you can definitely pull it off. It smells really amazing in cool weathers, so do not wear it in the summers and spoil the result of this fragrance. So that was my experience with glazed oud. But I also want to mention about 2 comments, which is not really negative, but I would say that 2 women did not really go crazy on this one. One of them said she did not like this because when the others were commenting, she said it's not something of her type. She did not like that sweet tonka bean. She generally does not like sweet tonka bean fragrance. Even when I wear other fragrance which has that tonka bean note, she generally does not like it. But she obviously liked Oud Rose from Inspired Aroma. She also got one for herself. Oud Rose does not have that tonka bean. This one has that. So like I said, she generally does not like tonka bean. Probably that is why she did not like this one. Another woman said it is too strong for office and it is too Arabian type, and she generally does not like Arabian type, but she said it smells good but not something of her taste. So again, it always depends on individual taste, guys. So there is no single fragrance which can please 100% of the crowd in this world. There is always difference in opinion. So you respect that. That is why you have so many options in fragrances. So the one who did not like this loved this one. She already has a full bottle of this, which is the 50 ml, but she did not like this one. The other one said she generally doesn't like Arabian type of fragrance, probably because of the oud note in this. So in case you like oud, vanilla, tonka bean with a hint of rose, that is when you would like this one. It's not a hardcore, dirty, leathery kind of oud. It is a very smooth oud. Definitely something a beginner who wants to get into the oud fragrances can try, whether it is oud rose or glazed oud. Both of these are something which even beginners can try. So in case you are in doubt, you can definitely get 2 ml samples of oud rose or glazed oud or both, and then try it for yourself, see which one you like the most, because these 2 are definitely something that you can wear in the winters. They are definitely going to grab attention, because from my experience, both of these grabbed a lot of attention when I wore it. So I highly recommend these 2 oud based fragrances from Inspired Aroma. But from today's list, in the part 3, I would highly recommend Safran Leather and glazed oud. I would easily rate between 8 to 8.5 for both these fragrances, Safran Leather and glazed oud. So these 2 are the best in the part 3 that I spoke today. So definitely give it a try. Try the 2 ml samples first. In case you like it, you can go for the large bottle. So that's about it. Comment down in the comment section if you have already tried this. Let me know what your thoughts are on these fragrances. See you next time in another video. Cheers.